Welcome to another Australia React. This place somehow scares me even more. Enjoy my suffering. More parz. Arachnophobia warning. Great. Fantastic. I'm so excited. Cool. That's on you. Cod is not responsible. I would say do not lick the frogs, but okay, so I have arachnophobia. Woohoo! I can't wait to see some more spiders that will absolutely terrify me. Let's go! Thank you, more parz. Woo, Australia!
Has dancing spiders.
Oh.
Allow me to introduce you to the land down under's most fabulous arachnid, the peacock spider. Now, this
Okay. He's kind of cute. He's kind of cute. Okay, he's kind of he's kind of cute. He's just a little dancing guy. Okay, hopefully it doesn't change my mind.
legged pride flag is not remotely dangerous to humans. It's got full venom, tiny fangs, and as far as size goes, they're the spider equivalent of a fucking gnome. What makes these little guys interesting is their love lives. You see, not unlike normal peacocks, it's only the males of the species that are running the RGB gamer lights. But why are they built like a Razer laptop? Well, because spiders can't just post up with a dead fly on Tinder and start swiping. No, the boys here have to attract the lady the old-fashioned way. Shake an ass. You see, in order to find the mate, peacock spiders head out to the club and find a lady across the dance floor. They then lock eyes with her, and as the song changes...
Locking eyes important. Eye contact, chat. Eye contact. I know it's awkward. I can't do it either. Eye contact. Spider Riz. It's okay. I have a cat-sized spider. They're tiny. All spiders are... Well, okay, not all spiders. Most spiders are tiny. The jumping spiders are tiny and cute. I'm saying there's someone with arachnophobia. Yeah, he's kind of cute. Still don't want him anywhere near me, but he's kind of cute. He's kind of a little cute.
They raise that coloured dump truck to the sky. Start playing Dance Dance f***ing Revolution, baby. Now, as he dances, the female spider watches very closely. Not only paying attention to the movements of the dance, but also the f***ing vibrations. And if our protagonist here can nail Osu Valentine's Edition just right, the female spider will slowly approach, lean in for a kiss, and... But, here's the thing. If he f***ed up the dance, he fails the charisma check. And if he f***s the charisma check, he's no longer boyfriend material. He's a f***ing Happy Meal. Australia has
Huh? Oh, so you're one and done if you don't pass the test. That's cool. Shake that thing your life depends on it. Literally no risk, dead. Homophobia is a fear of palindromes. I actually have I find it hilarious. The name for the fear of palindromes is a palindrome. Yeah, life's just quirky like that. Yeah, so if your dance isn't good enough, you become a Happy Meal. And this is why I don't go to clubs. That's actually crazy. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, this spider's not that bad. It's kind of cute, kind of quirky. No, yeah, you fail the dance. Now I know why people don't take dance classes anymore. Okay, well, first one wasn't that bad. Mating season one-shot winner. Yeah, win or deletion, pretty much. Dating in 2025, am I right? That was a good one. I actually like that one. I don't like spiders, but he's just a little guy.
Australia's scariest spider is...
Oh, God. Another spider. Okay. I already don't like the look of this guy.
hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native to the land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Did we see this one? I feel like we saw this one. Oh, did you go for a spider playlist? I didn't set it up. I mean, these okay, speaking of not small spiders, way to eat my words. This guy is not a little guy. He's not.
And look, in defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 f***ing centimeters.
I'm sorry. I thought he was going to say 30 feet, and I was literally, I was going to cry. I was literally going to cry. Okay, okay. A foot is still crazy work, but like, I felt my heart racing there for a second. Oh, he is not friend-shaped. No, 30 feet for free. Cause you ever see like those Halloween decorations where it's a giant spider on their house? I was like, there ain't no way that's based on a real spider. So I genuinely, my heart started like picking up for a second. Oh, usually why toxic women are called after a spider? What? Now the really big spiders are underwater. Oh, wonderful. Cod is 3 huntsmen tall. This thing is freaky. I don't even want to. Okay, let's keep watching.
In size, making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is f***ing turbocharged. Yep. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, huntsmen are
So they're not? Okay, the little uwu face got me though.
Incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
Yeah, that chill would poop my pants if I saw them, but they're pretty much harmless. Yeah, I still don't want a foot-long spider in my house. You know what I mean? I
personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Ooh. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like...
I've definitely seen this one, because I've literally have said that I have seen a baby spider in a car, and I could 100% see it being a car accident. Yup.
To hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there, and you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you do, don't panic, or you're gonna crash the... Australia.
Yeah, that would be me. I've seen little baby spiders that literally slowly inch down, and I've screamed, and it has not been a good time. Spiders should be banned from cars. It should be illegal. Put them in jail if they enter your car. Put them in jail. Straight to jail. That's you in Tetra. Yeah, I was gonna say that's live action me. Slay them, but I can appreciate them from a distance. If he wants to be like the guard spider around the house so no bugs want to get in, then heck yeah, I'm all for that. You do your jam. But yeah, I do not want to be one-to-one with that thing. Straight to spider jail, yeah. Why huntsmen, not guardsmen? Great question. Probably because they hunt all the bugs. Isn't there spiders to every 8 feet to a person? I don't know. Not a jar? No, they can't breathe in a jar.
Australia just found a new insect.
Who's that Pokemon?
And in a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the f***ing lucifer bee.
Nothing could go wrong being called a lucifer bee, right? Oh boy, I don't mind small spiders, but I kind of hate bigger ones, especially since my girlfriend wants me to take them outside. We'll kill them with a venomous ones, but still, I just don't like spiders in general. I see them and I freak out.
Because of course we have the Satan bee. The snakes and the spiders and the f***ing dinosaurs weren't enough. No. Now I gotta dodge a rejected doom enemy on my walk to work. Discovered in the closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for 2 reasons. The first of which being the giant fucking demon horns bolted to their heads. Now, those horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However, only the ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females, meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girlboss.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Stop. Lucifer at heart. Ayo. Sounds like a cutie. Yeah, and they have horns on their head. I mean, perfect name. I'm not gonna lie. Perfect name with the little horns, but only the females have them? It's kind of quirky. Kind of tee-hee-ha-ha.
Bosses is the Karlak bee. But a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right? I mean, there's gotta be f***ing something else.
Yeah.
Like, do they spit fire? Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects you with f***ing acid venom. The answer to that is, no.
Really? I would have guessed something like a burning sensation if they sting you or something. Why not Lilith being said? You know what? Well, I don't think horns, maybe? I don't know if it had horns. That's probably why it's named the Satanic Bee. For the balance, we have the mansplain, manipulate, manslaughter, nar. Oh, poor male bee, Sag.
It's a normal f***ing honeybee. The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the f***ing Netflix show.
Biggest cock I've ever seen.
And this isn't even the first time she's done something like this. She named another species after her pet dog.
Okay, I would do the same though, real.
Based. Australia just...
Okay, I would also name something, if I found a new species, I would also name it something really dumb, like Skibbity something, or I would name it after, like, one of my animals. That seems pretty legit. Seems fitting as the mother of demons. I mean, but did she have horns? I don't know. That was my bi-weighted actually, the whore. The shortcake bee. Shortcake doesn't... Well, no, shortcake's calmed down a lot. I wouldn't say she's that much of a demon. Skibbity something, can't wait for professors to teach that in uni. Yeah, the dawn bee. Oh, because the shortcake bee, because I started naming it after my cats. Imagine the shortcake beans, like, cute, like, strawberry colored and stuff. That would be... What if it had little orange spots on, just like shortcake? Cod discovers a new species, the dawn 67. I would, and everyone would hate me. But it'd be so based.
That isn't a tree. It's a fucking bird. Introducing the tawny frogmouth, a species of bird found in the land down under, and Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build.
Oh.
Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it. Yeah, you can. You can see that one. Did you see the one right fucking...
I didn't. Oh, yeah, they're kind of cute looking, but their stealth is 100, completely maxed out.
Next to it? Now, the important question is, why the fuck do these things have predator camo? Well, there's 2 reasons. First of all being, it's fucking Australia.
Yippee.
You see, these bad boys are primarily nocturnal, staying on the move during the night and dive bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals.
Love them. They also delete all the bugs I dislike. Tetra's favorite, by the way. It's a pretty cool bird so far, I'm not gonna lie.
However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or fucking drop-kicked to death, laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved a ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear.
They for real said, look at me, I am the tree now. They got a cute little face. Yeah, they're kind of cute and they eat bugs. See, I would rather have one of these little guys than the huntsman spider. They could hunt for me. They could eat all the bugs instead. And then they don't have to worry about camouflaging too much. Well, probably they'd have to hide from the cats. So maybe they still need to camouflage. But I'd keep them safe. I promise.
Being practically invisible allows them to unlock their second passive. Fucking DoorDash. You see, these guys are so fucking good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for Groot, but so does their prey. And so, whenever they take a nap, they just leave their mouths open a little bit. And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself directly into its fucking mouth.
Classic birds. Classic birds. You would keep them safe like the TV. Okay, I would keep them safer than the TV. They would have their own little room and they could explore during the day where I could watch them. Same brain, I see. We're just, yeah, same brain. These two are married. I can't believe it. It's almost like we spend time with each other. What if we use body replacement technique? Ooh, maybe.
I want you to imagine you're cave diving. You turn a corner and see a spider web the size of the fucking wall. I regret to inform you that no, this is not fake. This is an actual photo from the inside of a...
More spiders. Okay. Alright, cool. Ones that create entire walls bigger than a human. Okay. Okay. You two are so compatible. We try. Dawn, see Burb forgets about the TV. Dawn would try and play with the bird. Zillions more spiders. Oh, good. Okay. A good thing I'm not eating for a while.
Cave on the Greek-Albanian border, where scientists...
Not Australia? That's a W for Australia?
...have discovered the world's largest spider web. Located in a portion of the cave crammed to the brim with sulfur. That has quite literally never seen the light of God. This wall of white sticky stuff spans 1,100 square fucking feet.
What? I thought it was big. What?
That is the size of a 2-bedroom fucking house. However, finding the average Australian home on the wall of a cave at Y11 brings up a far scarier question. What the fuck built it? Well, to the relief of many, no.
Tell me the spider's like 2 centimeters long, because I'm gonna lose it.
We did not discover a giant spider lair. Nor is this the result of a single spider with creative mode and world edit.
Okay.
No, it's far fucking worse. Because this web is the arachnid equivalent of getting the boys on for a 2-week Minecraft phase. Because this web is a collaborative effort. It was built by 111,000 fucking spiders.
Oh, cool. Love that. Cool. House size. Yeah, and they all just gather together and like, you know what, boys? Boys, we're gonna build a web.
I want you to imagine.
Why would you touch it? Him touching it just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, no more spiders, more parz, please. Please, City of Spiders. Oh, I love how they all just collaborate and congregate and come together and like, let's build a web of friendship. It's also built by 2 different species, which is pretty unusual. Wait, 2 different species, really? God, spiders scare me.
This pond is hiding something scary.
Can I find it? I don't think I see it. Wait, are these cranberries? Please don't tell me it's the cranberry spiders, please. He didn't mention the best part. The whelbles. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I don't think he mentioned it in the thing. That usually hate each other. See, building webs brings spiders together. Hello. These are cranberries. I'm gonna cry. More spiders. Okay.
No, not that. It's worse. You see, these are cranberries, a small red fruit used in juice, sauces, and even alcohol. However, unlike many fruits which grow in luscious green fields, cranberries Yeah, cranberries grow in a fucking swamp. However, sharing a postcode with Shrek doesn't exempt cranberries from pest control issues. But rather than dumping enough toxic chemicals on the cranberry bog to qualify it as a League of Legends lobby, cranberry farmers decided to use a more interesting form of pest control. Fucking wolf spiders.
I thought spiders just kind of snuck their way in. I thought they didn't actually use them for cranberry farm. They just kind of happened to be mutual respect kind of thing, I thought. Oh, please don't tell me they hurt the poor cranberry farmers. We're done with spiders, she said. Pog.
That's right. In order to prevent a horde of bugs from devouring these innocent cranberries, our brave hell spiders are deployed to the field to protect against the horde. Which works great. Until they flood the fields to harvest the cranberries, at which point the highly venomous wolf spiders start to look for the closest high point. And if you're picking the berries, that's you. This
So apparently it says cap to use pesticides and spiders to make their way to fields. I think it depends on the place, because I've heard some cranberry places, like in interviews that I've seen, that they don't use them. Imported pest control. So I feel like, read the comments. Wolf spiders are not highly venomous. Confuse them with brown. Oh. Took cranberries for me to head where this is heading. Same. I mean, I'm not going to scroll down too much. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but yeah, I think it depends, because I've heard some places, some areas say that they don't use the wolf spiders, so I don't know. The farmers get paid a ton to import spiders, because like he said, it would attack them on the front, so I don't know. I'd have to do more research into that. They're not highly venomous. He corrects himself later. Oh no, I meant just like them importing them as pest control.
This shrimp has a gun.
Okay, I was gonna say the shrimp fried this rice. Okay, he has a gun. Okay, the spider thing isn't true. I was gonna say, I've heard reports saying that they don't do that. It kind of just happens because there's a lot of bugs, but I don't know.
No, this isn't a Fortnite skin. This is a real f***ing animal, and it's called the pistol shrimp. Now,
I've heard about this guy. I don't know anything about him, but I've heard that the pistol shrimp is scarier than the mantis shrimp. Okay, I can't wait.
Surprisingly, being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America.
America W, let's go.
Where the f*** else do you think you were going to find it? However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe too. Now, coming in at a huge 2 inches, it is not the size of his body that makes him special, but the caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say big claw? You see, that oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing homework. No, mate, that claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does the claw become a gun? The answer is bubble.
Bubbles? Okay, Mantis shrimp is the melee build, the pistol shrimp is the range build. I'm curious to see how this works out. I'm so curious.
You see, these bad boys hunt smaller shrimp, and they start that hunt by jumping off the f***ing battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot, take aim, and
counter-terrorist win.
They snap their claws together so f***ing fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun.
No, really? Again, hotter than the surface of the sun? Cavitation bubble. That is crazy work. Who gave shrimp this power? Who?
This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour. The bubble then connects with the smaller shrimp and flashbangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed. Poor little fucker got quickscoped by Faye shrimp.
That's actually yeah, bubble beam in real life, but it actually just decimates you. Hotter than the sun. Hey, baby, you're a cavitation bubble because you're hotter than the sun. I can't with you at all. I really can't. Why are you like this? Oh my god. Okay. Well, pretty cool. Wouldn't want to 1v1 it, but pretty cool. Guy named Darwin, I think. Hi, Jim. Evolution gave it a gun and said, go do a crime. Yeah, for real. Take it easy, Alan. Feel better. Who gives guys power, not a Jedi. That's for sure. You have the power now. There are 2 crustaceans that weaponize the physics engine. Mantis shrimp throws hands and pistol shrimp no scopes noobs. They should imagine them 2 on a team. They could take the entire ocean. They could fight them. 2,000 brain rot. Oh, this is amazing though. Okay, we'll see. We can't get much cooler than a shrimp, right? Let's see. Hopefully there's just no more spiders.
Aussie farmers thought they were being attacked by aliens. But what was actually causing it is so much funnier. This is a wallaby, the kangaroo's vertically challenged little cousin.
Okay, I was gonna say not a kangaroo. Okay, a wallaby. All right, it's kind of cute looking. I'm afraid.
Now, to get a little more specific, this is a Bennett's wallaby, native to my home state of Tasmania.
Ooh.
And that location is very important to the story. Tassie is home to a lot of things. Beautiful views, a seal with a felony record, and the nut. However, one thing they tend to leave off the tourism brochures is drugs.
The Walter White? What are they doing? They're transporting drugs? Hello? Huh? Small kangaroo, cot-sized kangaroos? Why are you guys like this? The starfish that explodes taking its prey and then regrows its limbs? What the heck?
Tasmania is the world's largest exporter of legal opium, the main ingredient in opioid painkillers like morphine, with this one tiny island producing 50% of global supply. Now, opium comes from poppy milk, and to get poppy milk, you need to milk poppies. And to produce that 50% of global supply, Tasmanian farmers grow huge fields of these things across the north of the state. However, because throwing these flowers into a crafting table gives you narcotics, these fields are legally required to be under extremely tight security. Which is why these same poppy farmers became extremely confused when crop circles showed up in the plant equivalent of a Town Hall 9 Clash of Clans base.
Yeah, that would scare me too. Just a random... okay, and it's all because of these wallabies? Alright, okay. Breaking Bad Australia edition? This is actually crazy work.
They were understandably absolutely bewildered by this, and some people even thought it was aliens. So to figure out whether or not it was a Halo Elite drawing this shit, they set up some cameras. And what they saw was this little shit breaking into the field, eating the milk-filled buds, getting absolutely eyed, and then hopping in circles until he passed the out. They thought the Covenant were invading, and it was a drink-driving wallaby.
That's actually crazy. It was high as frag, yeah. They're the cod kangaroo, small and full of mischief. I wouldn't take the drugs and then jump all over the place. What the? Sounds like a normal weekend, not gonna lie. What kind of weekends you having, Rom? Hello? That is the funniest thing I've ever heard of. Oh my god. Just, yeah, took all the drugs and then passed out. It's like, nah, it's a good time. Out. That's, I thought there was gonna be something crazy, but stealing the drugs is, whew, okay.
Australia just found a new shark. And of course, being from the land down under, it's fucking weird. Introducing the brand new Western Australian lantern shark. as the name suggests, discovered by a team of scientists off the coast of Western Australia. Now, as with the overwhelming majority of weird shit in the ocean, the Ozempic shark here is found in the deep sea, sharing a postcode with the anglerfish, that one xenomorph shark, and now, despite the word shark making most people think of something a little closer in size to, I don't know, Bruce, Slenderman's fish sonar over here only grows up to 30 centimeters.
I mean, that's okay. That's a shark. That's a Flammenwerfer now. It's just a little shark guy.
This little guy shares a weight class with a fucking foot long.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I still personally think 30 centimeters is way too big. He could be just as good as the other sharks if he was, you know, let's just say 3 inches. However, other than being built like a fishy USB cable and owning a property in rock bottom, what makes him so weird? Simple. He fucking glows.
Throwing flashbang.
So that's his secret power. He glows 3 times bigger than what the ham? It's not a me-sized shark. That's messed up.
But fucking why? Well, you see, these bad boys are found in the twilight zone of the ocean, around 1.2 kilometers below the surface. A place so fucking far down, it sees less sunlight than the inside of a gacha addict's room.
Pog.
And so, lantern sharks evolved bioluminescence on their gills and fins in order to fucking communicate with one another.
That's how they communicate? Okay, that's kind of cool. They're just cool little glowy sharks. Look at them go. They're just glowy little guys.
The glow is the evolutionary equivalent of a fucking indicator.
Yeah.
Showing that a literal abyss shark is more intelligent than your average BMW driver.
Okay, that fish wasn't that bad. Okay, that one's not that bad. They have turn signals. Yeah, that's how they talk. Glowy shark. Glow stick sharks. Yeah, we're seeing a few Euro-sized animals today. Don't believe them. They're lying. I'm not a foot tall. What the ham? See, that one's not bad. We went from, like, scary spiders to, like, okay, fun little glowy sharks. As a BMW driver, I second this. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so, as the Aussie animal guy, I feel like I might owe you an explanation for this one.
Yeah, what? Huh?
That is a normal fucking Roo. No, he is not Roosus Christ. He's not the second coming, and he's not gonna turn your water into wine. Alright, he might turn it into VB if you ask nice.
Get
that up, yeah.
But if that's the case, how the fuck is he stealing the Son of God's passive? Well, the answer is fucking sand.
I don't like sand.
It's just not deep water, right? Right?
Yeah, you see, what's far more likely than a Roo being enchanted with water walking is that he's actually running on a sandbar. That...
Okay, alright, that was my guess, but I'm like, how could they do that otherwise? That would actually just running over water unless they were fast enough? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say.
is basically just a fancy description for ocean currents piling up a shitload of sand into one place, creating an offshore segment of the water that's not much deeper than a fucking kid's pool. Now, Roos know about sandbars, and they actually very frequently use them as a shortcut to get from A to B to find more food. So, while...
But how does it know? Does it see it? How cool would it be if Roos had flippers and can do this IRL? Imagine they just, like, skirt across the top of the water. That would... These kangaroo Moses! Yeah, I mean, it would make them a little bit more terrifying. Imagine being like, oh, no, I'm safe. I'm on the other side of the island. Just kidding.
It looks like Skippy here is stealing Jesus' entire fucking flow. He's actually on a Macca's mish.
Let me get a...
Okay, well that was kind of interesting. I was confused at first, and then I had to think about it. Okay, all right, now that's pretty cool. Okay, still wouldn't want that to happen because if I'm safe on the other side, but yeah, remember you're never safe from the aquatic ruse. Like they need another superpower for real. Kangaroo Jesus lizards would be an interesting combo.
This is the world's oldest shark.
We got a...
Didn't we already learn that sharks are really, 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 really old to begin with? Older than the stars, older than trees, older than pretty much everything. The beeping sound gave me major PTSD. God, I hated macas. Oh, I'm sorry.
Boomer!
But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark. And this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in f***ing Greenland, man.
What? It's found in Greenland? I thought they were older than Tetra. Wow. Older than Saturn. Yeah, older than Saturn's rings. So, is this even older than normal type of sharks? The Greenland shark. Okay, before Greenland was... okay.
And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a fucking kaiju-sized 6 meters in length and a literal fucking ton in weight, this senior citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his fucking day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be expecting me to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right?
No. I know sharks can be millions of years old. I know. Yeah. I'm waiting for the million slap. Kangaroo's bite strength is the same as grizzly bears. That's terrifying. Thanks.
Try higher. No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either. No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
Oh, I was expecting millions. Okay, so old, just not the oldest shark. Okay, well, still a very old shark. Yeah, but he's an old boy. 500 years. Okay.
You know what? I don't think you understand how old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500. Here is a list of things this has
Happy birthday, Bob.
lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces, the invention of chocolate,
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States, the colonization of Australia, the Industrial f***ing Revolution, the invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity, the Titanic becoming a submarine, World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, the Vietnam War, the f***ing moon landing, and the invention of the internet. The first episode of SpongeBob. Schlatt's crimes in 99. 2001. The invasion of Iraq. The global financial crisis. The death of Harambe. Australia catching fire. The virus. And it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok.
I love that for them. We'll beat his age. Should we sing happy birthday to Bob? They've seen more plagues than us. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. They're kind of like, I wouldn't, obviously they're not immortal, but 500 years is crazy work. Yeah, happy 500th birthday. Okay, well, the beginning of the series was a little rocky, a little bumpy, but the ending, there's a lot, okay, the shark, he's just an old guy. He's just a calm little guy. Nothing crazy. Doesn't shoot blood from his eyes. Doesn't poop all over the place. But Bob's the oldest we've found. But estimates say they could live up to 800. Oh, dang! They could live up even older. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.